evening, I'm Jacobo Garrido, and this is your national news segment brought to you by L28 News. In tonight's top stories, SoCal man pleads not guilty to starting recent wildfires. Governor Gavin Newsom signs housing power bill, and we wrap up tonight with California being the latest state to limit student smartphone usage in classrooms. All that and more when we return. A Southern California man has pleaded not guilty to charges of starting multiple wildfires across the Southern California region. The suspect, 34-year-old Justin Wayne Halstenberg, who authorities allege is responsible for igniting several fires, including the infamous line fire, which has already charred over 61 square miles in the mountains east of Los Angeles, faces multiple felony charges, including arson and reckless endangerment. Prosecutors are pressing for severe penalties due to the dangerous conditions created by the fires, which threatened more than 65,000 homes and injured 4 firefighters. The line fire was one of the 3 wildfires that recently exploded across Southern California earlier in the month of September following a triple-digit heat wave. Defense attorneys argued that there is insufficient evidence linking their client to the fires. As the case develops, we will continue to update our viewers to see how this story unfolds. Looking to the Capitol, Governor Gavin Newsom has signed a new bill aimed at giving the state more control over local housing laws, a move that could have significant implications for California's ongoing housing and homelessness crisis. The legislation, which was fiercely debated in the state legislature, empowers the state to override local zoning laws in certain circumstances, prioritizing the development of affordable housing units in high-demand areas. Newsom highlighted the urgency of tackling the state's housing shortages and increasing affordability as key reasons for the new law, stating, "California cannot wait any longer to address this crisis," end quote. Critics argue that the bill undermines local control and could lead to overcrowding in certain neighborhoods. The bill is set to take effect next year. California has become the latest state to impose restrictions on student smartphone use in schools. The new law limits when and how students can use their devices during school hours, aiming to reduce distractions and improve focus in the classroom. The restrictions apply primarily during instructional time, except for emergencies and approved educational activities. Advocates of the law say it's a necessary step to improve student engagement and mental health, while some parents and students argue that it restricts their communication and freedom. California joins a growing list of states rethinking technology's role in education. We will continue to update our viewers as more details emerge on how these new smartphone restrictions will impact students and schools across the state. That's all for tonight's national news segment here on L28 News. We'll continue to bring you more updates on these stories and others as they develop. I'm Jacobo Garrido, and from all of us here at L28, thank you for joining us, stay safe, and good night.